Ho, 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 happy holidays, and welcome to Santa Claus's workshop. Today, Santa Claus will be going on a very special mission on Yamaha's 2022 MT-10 SP naked bike. So without further ado, let's strap on the reindeer and go for a ride. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, folks, we are here inside Santa Claus official race shop / toy workshop with Yamaha Motors 2022 MT-10 SP. This model is positioned ahead of the standard MT-10, and it does so with the fitment of this semi-active Öhlins suspension fore and aft. Yum, yum. We also have this polished aluminum swing arm, a different suede-like material seat. We have these blacked out brake and clutch levers, stainless steel brake line right here, and this chin fairing that doesn't come on the standard MT-10. We also have this signature paint scheme that the MT-09 SP also has, and the top dog of them all, Yamaha's YZF R1M. This motorcycle cost $2,900 more than the $14,000 2022 MT-10 standard model, just south of $17,000 for this vehicle. Is it worth it? Santa Claus is about to find out. You! All right, good morning, boys and girls. Today, Santa Claus is riding Yamaha's 2022 MT-10 SP. He's on a special mission. But before we get to the special mission, let's talk about this high-performance naked bike. Seated at the controls of this MT-10 SP, Santa Claus loves how racy it feels. The handlebar is nice and high. It's not too narrow. It's not too wide. The seating position is aggressive and set up for riders who want to go fast, but it's not uncomfortable. The semi-active Öhlins suspension makes things even more comfortable on the street, but we'll get to that in a bit. Of course, this SP has black clutch and brake levers versus the standard bike. This motorcycle is powered by Yamaha's now legendary 998cc CP4 cross plane crankshaft equipped engine. This engine is the same engine that Yamaha uses in its YZF R1 and R1M Superbike. This engine is good for upwards of 160 ponies at the business end of the 190 series Batlax S22 from Bridgestone. This engine's so neat because the CP4 cross-plane engine configuration gives it a hybrid feel between that of a torquey V-twin and the extreme horsepower of a high-revving inline 4. Yamaha's been making this cross-plane engine configuration for 15 years at this point, maybe 14. But this engine is just awesome. It has loads of character. It has a very unique sound that no other motorcycle has in its segment. And it's loaded with all the bells and whistles in terms of ride-by-wire and traction control and slide control. That is one of the big improvements Yamaha Motor did for 2022 with its MT-10. It fitted its current traction control and engine management system. So now we have adjustable traction control, 8-way adjustable, We have slide control, and we have wheelie control. Yamaha calls it lift control. We also have engine brake control, so you can tune the way the vehicle freewheels into corners. Ooh, this is fun. And brake control, which is basically two different settings for the lean angle sensitive ABS. It's worth noting that the lean angle sensitive ABS only works in BC level 2. Keeping tabs on Santa Claus's ride is this nice 4.2 inch color TFT screen. I like that this screen is loaded with information. You can adjust the ride-by-wire throttle maps on the fly here using this mode button. Right now we are in power mode 2, which is the second to most aggressive power setting. Let's put it into power mode 1, which is the most aggressive setting. Now, Yamaha motor made some big improvements in terms of the throttle with its in terms of its new throttle hardware, which is mounted here on the right twist grip. That makes for an engine that is much more easy to wield on the street or on the track. And away we go, folks. Santa Claus mistakenly said 8 levels of traction control. There is only 5 on the MT-10. There is 8 on the YZF R1. Back to the dash. Very legible. The only thing that could be better is if this screen was bigger. You have to remember, this dash display is now 7 years old. It originally came out in the 2015 YZF R1, and while that was cutting edge for the 2015 model year, fast forward 7 years and now it's just too small. So Yamaha, please fit for Santa Claus a bigger TFT display. We do like how crisp the fonts are and the ability to put it in dark mode, where it is white fonts on a black background. That is all neat. This MT-10 SP comes in at 472 pounds. That is about 4 or 5 pounds more than the standard MT-10. But you'd be hard pressed to notice the difference when you are riding it. Yes, here we go on our favorite cornery road. And this is where the semi-active suspension by Öhlins really comes in handy. Right now we are riding in the least aggressive mode, mode A3. That offers the most supple suspension action. If you are a track rider on street tires, Yamaha motor recommends A2, the A2 setting. And if you're a track rider on racing slicks, A1 is the semi-active suspension mode you want to be riding in. As always, you can leave the vehicle in fully auto mode and it'll automatically adjust damping in real time based on rider control input and vehicle, on what the vehicle is receiving through the IMU and various sensors it has on it. You can also manually tune the suspension, electronically of course, in this slick working instrument display. Preload, spring preload still has to be adjusted the old-fashioned way with these preload adjusters atop each fork leg and the preload adjuster on the shock collar. I really like the suppleness of this suspension. This motorcycle rides, it delivers an improved ride, more comfortable ride versus the standard MT-10 in its least aggressive map. Of course, if you want it to get a little bit more firm, have a little more road holding, put it in A2 or A1 mode. Yes! Santa Claus loves this MT-10 SP. It gets some. All right, Santa Claus needs to make it to the freeway. Oh yeah, Santa Claus likes this bike. It eats. Electronic quick shifter allows you to seamlessly upshift through the 6-speed gearbox. It also has an auto blip downshifter, so you can downshift without the clutch, and you don't have to worry about any rear wheel instability when entering corners. Santa Claus loves this new radial mount brake master cylinder that allows for a lot more braking power and feel when Santa Claus is using the brakes. Santa Claus is in a rush, so away we go. Whoa, sorry, Santa Claus got carried away with the speed there. Just the power and the torque and the character of this CP4 engine is just too much. Good thing we have cruise control. Cruise control allows us to maintain our speed at a consistent velocity without having to futz with the throttle. This MT-10 also has a max speed setting, so you can enter max speed where the vehicle won't exceed a pre-designated speed. I know that's kind of strange for America, but in Europe, where there's a lot of speed cameras and Santa Claus has to ride in Europe and deliver presents there, you have to have a max speed limit just to make sure that you're adhering to the rules of the road. Of course, Santa Claus does a lot of his work at night, in the evening. So we rode this motorcycle after dark, and the LED head beams do a very nice job of illuminating the road ahead, especially in the high beam mode. That is a very nice touch. Still, it would be nice if this motorcycle offered IMU powered cornering headlamps. The headlamps, to be fair, do work for night riding, even going through corners, but cornering headlights would always be a preferred setup, especially because this vehicle employs the electronic hardware to power that system in theory. Now this MT-10 SP has the same capacity 4.5 gallon fuel tank. Now the one drawback about these CP4 engine configurations is they are thirsty at the pump. If you are a ham-fisted rider like Santa Claus, expect MPGs in the mid to low 30s. But that's what you get for having a highly charismatic and highly capable power band. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Now, another cool thing about these Yamaha MT-10s is just how far they'll go in terms of maintenance. At Santa Claus's workshop, he changes the oil every 4,000 miles, replaces the engine oil cartridge filter every 8,000 miles. At that same time, Yamaha Motor recommends you replace the spark plugs every 8,000 miles, which is every other oil change. Air filters right around 14,000 miles, I believe, and the valve inspection for the 16 valves every 26,600 miles. That's why Santa Claus loves his Yamaha motor products, because they go the distance and you don't have to mess with them. You just put gas in them, service them every once in a while, and away you go. Yes! I love this bike! God, it eats! Oh, I need to use that speed limiter again. Santa Claus just gets carried away. All right, folks, we are reaching the interstate to our special destination. We will check in with you folks in a little bit. All right, boys and girls, here comes Santa Claus en route to the Children's Hospital of Orange County. And we're here. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho! We bringeth the toys! Hi, Lenny. Merry Christmas! Have you been a good boy or a bad boy? Mom said you were an iffy boy. I don't know. Just joking. I'll just pour these toys in here. All right, folks, we apologize for Santa's beard blocking the video camera. So here we are at the Children's Hospital of Orange County in Orange, California. This is a premier destination for children who are under the weather and need advanced medical services. Now, the cool thing about Children's Hospital of Orange County is that it was started by Walt Disney and the founder of Knott's Berry Farm almost 60 years ago. Now, this holiday toy drive was instituted by our friends at the Moto for Kids Racing Club. Moto for Kids Racing is a Southern California motocross organization that specializes in kids racing. So if you have a kid who wants to race his dirt bike, Moto for Kids Racing is the premier racing club in Southern California to do it. That's Colleen. She works at Children's Hospital of Orange County and helped put this whole toy drive together. So thank you, Colleen. Now, some neat facts about the Children's Hospital of Orange County is that it actually cares for over 720,000 kids per year. Isn't that crazy? Between the two locations in Orange, California, where we are here, and Mission Viejo, they have almost 400 beds. Over 130 pediatricians work at the Children's Hospital of Orange County, and it's a leader in pediatric mental health care, autism, and cancer for kids and teenagers. How neat is that? There's actually two major pediatric trauma centers, one here in Orange, California for level 1 trauma, and for more severe trauma, there is one at the Mission Viejo, California location. Now, the neat thing about the Children's Hospital of Orange County, if you're a parent, is no matter how ill your child is, Children's Hospital of Orange County is obligated to care for your child, and all of the payment for this will be paid for if you don't have health insurance by the generous donations and all of the wonderful people that pool money together to this hospital. All right, we're setting up for our group photo, which you will see here in our minute. There is our staff photographer behind the lens, Jeff Allen, right there. And that is basically a wrap up of this year's holiday toy drive. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this special edition MC Commute review on Santa Claus's 2022 MT-10 SP naked bike. As usual, surf on over to motorcyclistonline.com. That's where all of our content lives. That's our buddy John Simonovich, his awesome wife Ashley. Thank you to Ashley. Thank you to the Simonovich family. Thank you to Moto for Kids Racing. And thank you, Colleen at Chalk, for putting this on. And thank you to all of our readers and watchers at home and at work. And thank you for tuning into this premium 4K content. And we'll see you guys next year for another 2023 holiday episode. Happy holidays, folks, and we'll see you next time.